Today, Northeast Tech alum Jason Foley tells us why BPA pays off.
A first look at the opioid crisis in Mays County and what the community is doing to fight back.
Stay tuned to find out who this month's Student Spotlight is, and Scare Cam is back. Keep watching to find out who got scared.
You're watching NTV News. I'm Paige Neal.
And I'm Ashlyn Williams, coming at you with this month's top stories. Jason Foley won $1,000 for placing at Nationals in the video production category. We check in with him to catch up and see what he's going to do with his winnings.
Winners and video production team, BPA would like to thank the American Academy of Sleep Medicine and NOIS for sponsoring this event.
Former student Jason Foley placed second in BPA's video production competition back in May of 2018. We got the chance to meet up with Jason to talk about the competition. He walked us through what he had to do during the process.
You had to make a 3 to 5 minute video over a given topic. That topic was encouraging people to get the right amount of sleep.
Uh-oh, looks like Jason didn't get his doctor-recommended amount of sleep. This leads to bad health, focus, athletic performance, and most importantly, it leads to a bad attitude.
And it made it to state. I did a presentation. And back in May, I went down to Dallas to compete in the national competition. I made another 1-minute video for the finals in 3 hours.
The effects of sleep are critical to remember, but one of the biggest mistakes that young people make is using their phones just before bed. This can affect productivity massively, and that can lead to abysmal results. You can even find yourself getting fired, and that's not okay.
That got me all the way up to second place in nationals.
Your second place winner is Team Foley, Northeast Technology Center, Pryor Campus, team number 1.
Jason later found out he had received a check of $1,000. He shared with us what he planned to do with his winnings.
Probably gonna maybe get an SSD for my computer.
He also explained to us that he would like to open up a checking account and get some new upgrades for his car. This has been Heaven Estep with NTV News.
I wish I had $1,000.
Me too. Jason is currently enrolled at RSU to get his degree and hopes to find a career in broadcasting. The opioid epidemic has really taken a toll in Oklahoma, and it's especially bad in Mays County. The DROP Task Force held an assembly in Locust Grove to educate kids on the dangers of addiction.
I got 20 minutes to save your life.
Northeast Tech multimedia students Zach Schellenbarger and Blake Matthews had the opportunity to video the Drop Task Force Assembly in Locust Grove.
And it's all talking about this opioid epidemic, these painkiller addictions.
We had a chance to catch up with Blake Matthews about what he got out of the assembly.
We got to meet Lori Fulbright from News on 6. She was the MC of the event. We also got to meet her cameraman. He gave us helpful tips about our cameras and also the cameras that they use. We got more out of the assembly than we initially went for. We got to learn about the opioid problems here in Mays County, and we also get to learn about how they're trying to prevent it in Oklahoma.
The Drop Task Force Assembly helps students understand the damage opioids can do.
I want you to take your life forward 10 years. Pick the number of how old you'll be. I would guarantee not a one of you would come down here and grab this mic and tell me that your dream life looked like a life of depression.
Lance hopes the students will not fall into a life of drugs.
I bet nobody in this room dreamed of a life like that 10 years down the road. And you know what? Neither did I.
I want you to look over here at this glass. See all these handprints? There are 725 handprints over there. And that is the number of people who die every year.
Wrong choices, they will continue to knock on the door of life until you slam the door shut.
This has been Austin Swinney with NTV News.
The Drop Task Force has held assemblies in Pryor, Adair, and Salina as well, and will be doing one in Shoto on December 13th.
This month's student spotlight is Nakota Culver. He's a senior at Pryor High School, motocross racer, and auto service student here at Northeast Tech. He does it all.
Does he ever get any sleep?
I have no idea, but here's more.
This month's student spotlight is Nakota Culver. He's a remarkable student and an even better motocross racer.
I lived in Pryor my whole life.
Senior at Pryor High School and a second-year auto service student. As you can see, he has a great hold on his future.
I didn't get into motocross until I was about 13 or 14, about my 8th grade year, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I've sustained a couple injuries, broke my arm twice, torn ACL, meniscus, 2 concussions, stitches in my lip, all that fun junk.
Nakota is determined to make his dreams come true.
Small town boy, just trying to live a dream.
His father had a big part in his decision to attend Northeast Tech.
My dad was a mechanic, and he got hurt when he was in his early 20s, and so he's pretty much been disabled for a long time, and he never really got to teach me the stuff he wanted to teach me when I was younger, and I figured I could go get a better education mechanically than he could have taught me whenever he was a mechanic.
Tech has taught him everything he will need to know to start in the workforce after graduation.
I like to run, I like to play video games, fish, and a little bit of airsoft. Just like to tinker. Just one of my things. If I think I can do something better, or if I think I can get something to work better, I'll just tinker it eventually till I probably break it, but I still try. I'd like to be racing pro on TV one day, but the way it's going right now, I'm probably going to be going to college and hopefully getting into compressed natural gas and working on that stuff.
The students at Northeast Tech are very talented. Send your suggestions for who you think deserves a spot on NTV. This has been Elise Hollingshead with NTV News.
Instructors, send your suggestions for our student spotlight to Jeff Faulkner for a chance to see your students on NTV News. The 3rd annual chili cook-off took place on October 2nd. Let's find out who won and more details from Cade Fight.
On October 2nd, we hosted our 3rd annual chili cook-off where many students and many faculty members have come together to enter their chilies. And over the years, we've had many amazing chilies.
Every year, and last year we decided to not do, and you students are the ones that said, wait a minute, I want the chili cook-off back. So I'm glad that you guys have all participated. Here in just a second, Mr. Hoka is going to announce our winners.
Coming in 3rd place in the AM, we have Celinda Beck. Coming in at 2nd place, we have Lola Kelly. And in 1st place, we have Tony Heflin, our Administrative Assistant of Student Services. Tony also took 2nd when representing the Pryor campus at the United Way Chili Cook-Off. In the PM, we have Mrs. Perryman's class coming in at 3rd, Christian Phillips at 2nd, and Garrett Duggar at 1st. Thank you to all the students and faculty who entered their wonderful chilies. This has been Cade Fight with NTV News.
That chili was so good. Let's take a look back to everyone who's fallen victim to scare cam this month.
Stop it.
Guys, I knew what I tell you. What I tell you.
Did you see Miss Rampy's face?
I sure did. It's been a very busy month. We hosted over 1,000 sophomores on our campus for Sophomore Showcase.
Miss Hendricks' health career class is hosting Munchkins on campus on Halloween. We'll have around 400 little Munchkins running around on campus.
World Kindness Day is November 13th. We'll have the chance to go around Pryor and do random acts of kindness. We'll have more on these stories next month.
Thank you for watching this month's newscast. We're your hosts, Paige Neal
and Ashlyn Williams, signing off at NTV News and wishing you a very spooky Halloween.
Oh, and stay tuned for some bloopers.
Good morning, people of the world. Good morning, Vietnam.
Have you ever just been casually walking with a stack of papers and trip?
Hi, my name is Elise, and I'm addicted to memes.
Good morning, people of the world.
Or aliens, we don't know.
I smell like beef. I smell like beef. Country boy, I love you.
Oh my god, and they were roommates.
Road work ahead. Why, I sure hope it does.
That's really funny.